76 goes through Alpine back over to Winterboro. That's Alabama Highway 21 that goes over to Sylacauga. Sylacauga's here. Sycamore is right here. And again, this is going to be passing north of Sylacauga. If you are in the city of Sylacauga, this is not going to be a problem for you, all right, because this is going to stay well to the north. And again, it's a deal where sirens are probably sounding countywide. But again, for those people in Sylacauga, there's no problem down here. There's your debris ball, your hook. It's going to be crossing Highway 280 just below Childersburg, all right, below the community college, which is right here, or very close to it. But everybody in Childersburg's got to be in your safe place now. We don't want to get too specific on this. Everybody in Childersburg and the city limits, you have to be in your safe place right now. Everybody along Highway 76, everybody out toward DeSoto Caverns, you need to be in a safe place if you're close to that. This is a very, very dangerous storm. It looks just like the one that came right over Maplesville that apparently produced extensive damage not that long ago. So again, that is a very dangerous storm in the process of crossing Highway 280 right now, and it's going to keep on crossing Highway 21 right here. This is the community of Sycamore, and this is probably moving just a little north of due east. And again, that will take it very close to Sycamore along Highway 21. So nobody should be driving Highway 21 between Sylacauga and Winterboro. Winterboro is right here where it intersects with Alabama Highway 76. So that is another extremely dangerous thunderstorm that's about to cross over Highway 280. All right, again, we are going to try and pass along some information about the storm damage while we are showing you these extremely violent storms. The major call here, do not go into Oak Grove around Taylor's Ferry Road. Don't try. Don't try to go into Center Point, Trussville, Clay, Grayson Valley, Argo, Chalkville. Just don't even try and do that because of the widespread nature. The Birmingham fire is using the Walmart in Center Point as staging for their equipment right now. You've got triage being set up in the Winn-Dixie parking lot on Old Springville Road, the old Winn-Dixie. And they don't need anybody interfering. This is a life or death situation, trying to get people out of these homes where they are trapped. And again, this is just urgent. So once again, please do not go into any of these areas. I promise. The minute in fact, let's take John's stream if we can do that. This is John Brown's live stream. For a while, we thought his home was damaged. He lives in the Trussville Argo area, but apparently his home was okay. You can see it's pitch black out here. I mean, once we get the first light of day, we're going to be able to show you a lot. But again, this is John out in the northeastern part of Jefferson County, and it's hard to maneuver around that. John is not going to get in any way, shape, or form close to any of the rescue operations going on, but it's just pitch black out there. So again, that's the situation. So let's go back to the radar. We've got two very violent storms we're working. This is violent storm number 1 that is crossing US 280 near or just below Childersburg. And again, that's going to be coming out here toward Highway 21 around Sycamore. Everybody in that area needs to be in a safe place now. Now, Brian, let's go down to the southern storm down in Clanton. And this is going...
We got the Chilton County, the Clanton Skycam back.
Oh, really?
And I'm trying to get it around to the north because the couplet is passing just to the north of downtown Clanton, so we're trying to get it back. You're trying to get to which storm? The Chilton County?
Yeah, I wanted to get the Chilton County. That's good. The fact that we got the power back, I mean, that is a sign that things are at least well...
You know, those cameras go down.
Right. When the power goes off, the cameras tilt down.
The lightning is still intense. As you can see from the flashes going there.
It's going to be very difficult to see anything there.
But leave that.
There is very strong wind going on there because the flag by the courthouse right below, when the camera was pointed down, was just really flat, straight out.
Yeah, those winds are screaming into the storm. Ouch! Goodness, that's close.
Quite out. And this should be crossing I-65 here just momentarily.
A large tree across the roadway, even in Homewood. I mean, a lot of this stuff is, it's just, 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 it's You know, related to pressure gradient wind too. We've had a lot of trees and lines down just from winds away from thunderstorms early this morning. And by the way, while you watch that, let me say the STP, the significant tornado parameter, is maxed out at a 3 right around Clanton and Childersburg. I mean, I'm telling you, the STP is an amazing product. It is an industry, it is a standard in the science used by the Storm Prediction Center and all of us, and it has done very well for us in handling this event early this morning. The max is, again, right over these storms. And let me say this again. If you're watching us along and north of Interstate 59, the danger is over. No more severe weather. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden, you're out of danger. Points north and west, out of danger. The concern is for these storms and areas south and east, all right? Let's go back to the radar. All right. Here's the deal. And again, you know, there's a chance this thing occluded, maybe, just maybe. It wrapped up and it choked itself off and it dissipated. It clearly does not have the structure it did when it came through Maplesville. If you watch then, it was nasty. But again, it could reorganize at any time. So again, right over Clanton, we've got sign of a real problem. Since we got that camera there, let's hang with it for just a couple more minutes. Let's go back to the sky cam.
Heavy rain is going on right now at the Skycam site, which is, of course, downtown Clanton. And you can see the visibility is zilch, zero, due to the heavy rain that's going on there right now.
Houses in the Clay Chalkville area near North Clay Baptist Church destroyed. This is a person in the basement in Clanton. Lots of stuff hitting the house, lots of rain and wind. That was received 31 seconds ago. This is from Twitter. Goodness, out in western Jefferson County, Taylor's Ferry Road blocked. Lock 17 Road blocked. Link Road blocked with down trees. And again, we are going to go, many questions about schools, and I promise we're going to go over to Bryant here in just a second. In fact, Bryant, if you can you run down that school closing list one more time?
Yeah, these are all county...
Or delays, I'm sorry, delays.
Yeah, delays. These are all county school system delays that we have right now. 2-hour delays for Cherokee, Cleburne, Bibb, and Jefferson County. Again, those are just 2-hour delays. We also have a 3-hour delay for Clay. So again, 3-hour for Clay, 2-hour for Bibb, Jefferson, Cleburne, and Cherokee. I'm just now hearing that St. Clair County is also now on a 2-hour delay. And we're going to try to get those crawling on the screen for viewers as well.
I think they are now.
They are
right
crawling.
now. Okay. Well, yeah, now I can see it. Okay, yeah.
So again, let's go back to the radar. You guys can monitor the radar. Let's go back to the... I'll stand in front of the radar here. It's let's see, 5:34. We've been here a long time, and this is a very dangerous storm. There's the inflow. We have a tornado that's going to be right here crossing I-65. Let me tell you what we got here, all right? This is US 31. Peach Park is right here. The Alabama Emergency Management Headquarters, the communication facility, is right here. That's their EOC for the state. Peach Park right here. Durbin Farms is right here. This came really right over the elementary middle school complex in Clanton. And again, the fact that the Skycam is functioning with power, that is a great sign. I think this thing occluded, but understand it's in the process of probably getting back to a position where it might drop another tornado if there's not one down right now. And you cannot ignore this. There's been major structural damage in Maplesville with people trapped in homes. All right, this is serious business. So again, that's going to be crossing over Interstate 65 basically right now, maybe a smidgen north of the Peach Park exit, or US 31, or just north of the state EMA office. And from here, it's going to cross over the Coos River. This is Lake Mitchell. And from Lake Mitchell, it goes over into Coosa County toward Rockford. So this is one of 2 very dangerous storms we have in progress right now. Let's go up to the storm that is in Talladega County. And again, Shelby County, there's no danger. I know that you were technically in a warning for maybe a few seconds, but understand that it's just, you know, it didn't affect you. Now, this is good, Brian. It doesn't look as organized.
It doesn't. And the couplet is still marginal.
That's good. And, you know, what the deal is here is the fact that Storms are advancing into an area where the air is cooler and more stable. All night it's been a situation of incredible dynamics but marginal thermodynamics. But despite the despite the lack of thermodynamics, sometimes the dynamics win, and it certainly won the battle in the Birmingham metro this evening. We've had, if you're just joining us, there has been major tornado damage in the Birmingham metro, and we have had reports of people trapped in their homes, of major injuries. And again, we're getting so many tweets about Shelby County. As you know, I don't like sirens. I think it's a 1950s technology that needs to go. You know, Shelby County had about, how many square miles in that warning? About 5. And you know, everybody in Shelby County heard sirens going off. There was never any danger to 99% of you, and we've got to move past that. But if you're in Shelby County, there is no danger, period, to you. The storm that made them do that is this one right here that's approaching Sycamore on Highway 21. This is in Talladega County. There was like a little sliver of that storm in Shelby County for a brief while. That's why we have to move past that and move on to technology. Weather radio, we've had this in the 70s, and even beyond that, the smartphone apps with a GPS system that knows where you are. If you're in the polygon, you get the warning, and if you're not, you don't. And we are going to work really hard on being sure that everybody can get those apps or get some type of device that will warn them in future years based on polygons and not these old antiquated county-wide systems. It's just not working anymore. We've got to move past that. We've got social scientists working on fixing the warning process. Something went horribly wrong April 27th. The warnings were excellent. In almost every tornado case, the warning lead time was over 30 minutes, yet the loss of life was horrific. And I'm afraid, you know, we're going to have some problems this morning. And let me just say this. I have not heard of one single report of any fatality. I want to make that perfectly clear. Some late reports. Concord is closing off Taylor's Ferry Road. This is in the western part of Birmingham. If you're trying to get there, don't try. Taylor's Ferry Road is being closed. Another person trapped on 3rd Place in Center Point. They're just getting call after call after call after call in Center Point, in Trustful, around Grayson Valley, in Clay, in Argo, around Chalkville, Old Springville Road, the Center Point Parkway. It's pretty tough out there. We've been watching John Brown stream throughout the morning, and again, Concord Fire is saying they have numerous onlookers. Don't be a bonehead. I mean, just don't go out there. Don't. This state has suffered enough. We don't need anybody out there taking pictures or trying to be a hero to get some video on YouTube. Just stop. We've got to get past that. All right, this is from one of our sky watchers. Many personal friends in the Clay Trustville area are reporting that their homes have been heavily damaged, but they're okay. And like I tell the kids all the time when I talk with them, you know, I'll get you a new house, but I can't get another you. Other friends reporting homes in the Paradise Valley neighborhood. We have heard this multiple times this morning. The Paradise Valley neighborhood off Old Springville Road are leveled. And St. Vincent's and East and Trinity Medical Center, those are the two major trauma centers on the eastern side of town, are both geared up for a high number of injuries. And Alicia Harris, if you're listening, if you can call us from Trinity, that would be great. The newsroom here. What's our number? 982-3970. That goes to the desk. This is the Jet Pep in Pinson. That is on the Pinson Parkway. Understand this thing, it crossed the Pinson Valley Parkway, which is Alabama Highway 79, and then it crossed the Center Point Parkway, which is Alabama Highway 75. And again, that is an example. And we don't want anybody going out there today taking pictures. But if you have an opportunity where you're not interfering and all that, that's fine later. But again, now is not the time to do that. And if you notice, we don't, force our people in that interferes with search and rescue. We're just not going to do that. I've seen some television stations where they interfere with search and rescue, trying to get video back. Not going to happen here. Safety comes first. Personal life is precious. All right, it's 5:41, and again, we apologize. Typically, we would have been in a newscast now by about an hour and 20 minutes, and of course, we've had to be on the air since, well, I don't know when we started, but we still have
11 p.m.
Yeah. Major issues, all right? This is Alabama Highway 21. This is Talladega County, and this is a storm that at one point really looked dangerous. It lost its structure. Still, there's a tornado warning. Let me change over the chat to the Weather Service chat. They are going to continue the tornado warning. And by the way, Pawnee Village Road in Tarrant, completely impassable due to tornado damage. That's from the Weather Service. The warning for parts of Talladega, and again, I know that Clay is in this warning, all right? This is Clay County right here. This is Talladega, this is Clay. And you see, there's still evidence that we got something going on here. So I don't want anybody to let down in their guard on this, even though the structure is not as good. This is crossed over Highway 21. It's going to be crossing into Clay County soon. That's Alabama Highway 77 coming south out of Talladega near Chandler Springs down toward Ashland. And again, that circulation will be crossing over Clay County or into Clay County pretty soon. So obviously the next major north-south highway is Alabama Highway 77 from Talladega down to Ashland. Nobody should be driving on that. Now let's go down to our storm that should be on Lake Mitchell right now. And the next question is, do we have the Clanton Skycam?
We do.
Really? Okay, that's good. This is great, all right? We're looking...
There's something weird going on with it, though.
Look at the power flash.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Woo! Good. Zoom. See if you can zoom in into this. That doesn't look good at all. No. Wait, that's that airport beacon, isn't it?
Is it?
It's not green anymore.
You know, there is an airport beacon that we see on that camera.
That could be it. Yeah.
And due to the odd situation with the low clouds and everything else, and we have seen so many power flashes. But I want to say that might be the beacon at the airport.
I don't have control.
All right, let's go back to the radar. We'll look at the Chilton County storm. We'll kind of go down south and look at that. This is let me give an all clear now for the city of Clanton. But again, there's your hook right there. And it's starting to wrap up again. And occasionally, the way these things work, you know, we've seen signs where the RFD, the rear flank downdraft, just overtakes the whole thing, and then it recycles and it recharges, and you get another tornado circulation. But again, that is a pretty dangerous-looking storm right here that's about to cross over Lake Mitchell. Be crossing over Lake Mitchell into Coosa County. All right, that's right here. That is Alabama Highway 22 coming over to Rockford. Rockford is the county seat in Coosa County, and again, that will be continuing on that journey east. And in Coosa County, you've basically got three major highways. US 231 south, Alabama Highway 22 east and west, Alabama Highway 9 east of there that goes down through Equality. So that's what we're watching next. And based on what we've heard in any other news from Maplesville? I mean, we heard that one report.
No. Nothing yet.
Let me go to my Facebook army here. All right, let me just kind of go through some of the reports here. Highway 79 in Pinson, the bakery placed by Jet Pep is demolished. Heard from two families in Paradise Valley. A lot of reports about Paradise Valley. They say they're okay, but they both have damage to their homes. My dad is a truck driver and was driving south on I-65 and saw a tornado cross the interstate near Clanton. So again, that would, you know, I'm telling you, Clanton is blessed. The fact that we've got power at that Skycam and it looks like downtown is unscathed. That's it's pretty amazing. And again, if you want to report information to us, my Facebook account is just facebook.com/James Spann. No spaces. My name has two N's. And it looks like Marissa's live, and as soon as we're ready to go to her, y'all let me know. Okay. And again, there's a lot of stuff we see that we don't like to report. I have heard of no official reports of fatalities. I want everybody